Hello and welcome to another video from the Dutchwatchdude. Today one of my favorite watches. It's by far not my most expensive watch, it's by far not my biggest watch, but it is a rare one, it is a grey one, and it is a Seiko 5. And most important, it is a daydate. Now, I know every Seiko 5 is a daydate because one of the features of a Seiko 5 is they have the day of the week and they have the date, mostly together on the 3 o'clock position next to each other. From the outside out, the day of the week and of this the date, and then to the center the day of the week. This one actually has a day date window, a little bit like the Rolex day date. Of course, that's on the 12 o'clock position. In this case, I thought it was an auto dater, but I'm not sure. There is a vintage Seiko that actually had the same layout, and it's also very sought for. But this is not a brand new watch because model. It's no longer available. I was very lucky to get it because I bought it from my regular Seiko store that always have some rare brand new Seikos that are actually left over at stores all over Europe. That dealer buy them and offer them on the internet, and if he likes you, you always get a mail that there is some new store, so you have the first new stuff that you have the first pick, and luckily I'm on his list. This model is the SNK621K1. Seiko 5, of course an automatic watch. It's a little small. It has a grey dial with 37 millimeters. It's all stainless steel. It is highly polished and an awesome Sunburst dial. I can show you a little bit how awesome the dial is. Actually, you should see that in the sun, of course, but with a little light, it almost gives you the same feeling. When I saw this watch available, I did not hesitate a moment and I bought it. And if I tell you that I paid 108 euros for this watch, you probably understand how happy I was, because that is literally that cheap for a brand new original Seiko 5. I got it in the box with all the papers, with tags, everything. So yeah, it was no doubt it is the real deal, and you can actually see it on a lot of different ways. This is just a nice little real Seiko. The movement, well, there is not much you can tell about the movement. It's a Seiko, and everybody knows how a Seiko looks, probably from the inside. So, without focus, you don't see a single thing. This is the best I can do, probably, if it becomes to showing the movement. The bracelet also nicely signed, always very handy, because if you need another bracelet, that will be a very hard thing, as almost all the time if you buy a Seiko 5, the bracelet is a piece of you know what. Well, the little ones. I have a few Seiko 5 Sports, the bigger ones. They actually come with a kind of nice bracelet, massive links, but still with hollow end links. But yeah, you have to deal with that. If you have the real sport Seiko 5s, they actually have the straight end links, and those are most of the time solid. But this bracelet, yeah, it's cheap, but again, this watch was never expensive. The only thing I know is you hardly see them anywhere. People are now going crazy for this model. I will mention it again, is the SNK621K1. You can find it in the title, so if you want one and you are want to look for one, you know where to look for. But they are very hard to find, and prices are kind of high, because I already have offers around 300 euros to sell mine, probably because I have all the paperwork and stuff like that. And yeah, people know that my watches are most of the time as new. As you can see, there is no scratch anywhere, because I'm kind of careful with my watches, but I do wear them. It's one of the lines that I use on my Instagram. A watch you should be able to wear. If you put it in the showcase or in a safe because you're afraid that your watch will be damaged, or that you can see that you actually wear it, yeah, then you should not buy watches. I know people that buy an expensive watch, especially I have a friend that has a Rolex Submariner, but he will never take it to the pool or to the beach because he don't want his watch to be wet. And then I think to myself, why are you buying a dive watch? You pay so much money for it, but you don't want to get it wet. And watch you should wear. And yeah, you can say it's an investment, but you always lose money on a Rolex. I mean, yeah, probably if you have an extreme rare one, you will make some money. But if you buy a regular steel Rolex, you will never make money on it. That's just an illusion. There are way better ways to invest your money, and there are a lot more ways to get rid of it just as easy. This one is never bought as an investment, because it's one that I probably will never sell. If I sell it, it will only be to buy another Grand Seiko, because I finally have my first one, and I will do a review of that watch soon. But that are for me the Grail watches. I really like Seiko watches, and especially watches like this. The vintage look on this watch with its daydate window is just awesome. I still don't know if I gonna change the bracelet, because yeah, the looks that you have now, you don't get them easy with another bracelet. The highly polished lugs are very, very big. The bracelet fits in, and it is just, yeah, one thing. If you replace the bracelet, you will get the part behind this point will never be the same as this. So I have to be careful a little bit. I'm very lucky that I managed to remove one link, put it back together, and that it stays that way, because hollow links, they are not made for adjustment. Well, I'm at least not very good at it, and I always mess it up. This time I was very, very, very careful, and it paid off. I wish I could tell you where to buy it, but again, if you look for it, mostly you see the very frustrating messages: sorry, this item is no longer available. I think it's a model from a few years back. I'm not even sure about it, because I didn't spend too much money looking for it, because it just came to me in a mail. I saw it and I bought it. I didn't even really look at the price. I was really surprised when I noticed that 108 euro was the full price that I had to pay, including shipping to Holland. So yeah, I was kind of excited and a little bit scared, because for a moment I thought I buy a replica or anything like that, but it's just old store, and or how do you old I cannot it's not NOS, but uh, old stock, that is old stock. And yeah, watch shops, jewelry stores, if they have too much in stock, they have to get rid of it, because a watch that is lying is not making money. So often they offer them to some dealer, they buy them for like 20 cents on the euro and sell them for like 80 cents on the euro. So the customer, like me, has a great deal. The watch seller has a great deal because he's getting rid of his store, and the people in between are also making a few bucks, so everybody is happy. In this case, I'm the most happy one, because I ended up with a watch that I probably never will let go. What I always like with the day dates is when they have the three colors. This one also, of course, red for the Sunday, blue for the Saturday, and the rest of the week is just black. I'm not sure if there were versions with another color dial. This one is gray, and I suppose it is in K1, this one. There are some other dial colors around, but again, I've never seen it. I've never looked for it. I probably should do, because if I can find one or two more of those for a nice price, I probably want to buy them too. If you got inspired by this one and you're gonna hunt for it, just remember the SNK621K1 is exactly the one that I have. If you find it, you should probably buy it, because it is perfect. It's actually also all I can say about this watch. I hope you liked the video. I hope you like the watch just as much as I do. If you like the channel, please follow me, and if you like watches and to see pictures of watches, follow me on the Instagram, the same name, Dutchwatchdude. And if you like to be informed if I post another video or I have something interesting to say, just hit the little bell and you will be informed. For now, thank you for watching, and hope to see you soon with another video from the Dutchwatchdude.